US-Israel-Iran war, which was started on 28th of February. Today, finally, the ceasefire is announced. With broker Pakistan, Iran have sent a 10-point proposal to US for the ceasefire, and United States President Donald Trump have accepted that 10-point. And though he said that that is not good enough, but he is okay for ceasefire. This ceasefire is going to be 12 days, though somewhere it is also said that it is of 15 days, but majority of the media outlets, they are reporting a 12 days ceasefire. Now, this ceasefire is not a main thing to discuss. Here, the main thing to discuss is US blinked? US have accepted the strategic defeat or not? Let's analyze. US is a hegemonic power, a power which is able to dictate his terms around the world. But is US is able to dictate in this ongoing war? Answer is no. And there are certain reasons for that. Reason number one. A hegemonic power or a military power is able to dictate on its own term. And usually they do not need a mediator. They are able to assert their views, their points. They do not need mediators, and in fact, especially, they do not need a mediator of a failed state like Pakistan. But here, everything happened. US has accepted the proposal rather than dictating the proposal. US required mediation of Pakistan, not directly able to do that thing. US was looking for regime change. Regime is not being changed. US was looking for taking the uranium from the Iran. US is not able to take that. In fact, US came under immense pressure because Iran was holding a strategic choke point, or in other words, we can say that Iran was having a trump card, that is Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz, which is going to provide approximate 25 to 30% of global oil and LPG supply. With control over the Hormuz, Iran was able to literally dictate its terms in the entire region, and especially over the US. In response to US attack, when Iran has attacked their allies, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, Qatar, UAE, US was expecting that there will be retaliation from these countries, but these countries have not retaliated. In fact, the most important US ally, NATO allies, they have not responded to US request as well as threat both. They have outrightly refused to intervene in the unblock the Iranian blockade of Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz. So in this way, if we'll conclude with all these evidences, it is crystal clear US is at strategic defeat side. And here China's role is also important. Though initially Iran was not very keen to have any kind of a talk with US until unless US is going to accept all those conditions. But it is the influence of China, who is the closest ally of Iran. China have created some sort of pressure on the Iran to send those things to US, and finally US have agreed for the ceasefire. Now after the ceasefire or during the ceasefire, what is going to happen? According to all the media outlets, especially Reuters, they have reported that after the ceasefire is going to start, the Islamabad is going to host US as well as Iranian negotiators in order to bring the permanent peace in the region. Few demands which is being put forward by the Irans, they are, though it is on the 10 points demand, but let's understand the crux of those demands. Demand number one, that is US should give a guarantee US and Israel is not going to attack on Iran again. Second, US is not going to obstruct uranium enrichment by the Iran. Means Iran can run its uranium enrichment program for the peaceful purpose. Third, whatever the war has caused a destruction, Iran need some sort of compensation. Along with that, all the sanctions which are put forward on the Iran that need to be removed. So these are the certain few demands put forward by the Iran in 10 points. These conditions are not open, they are closed, means this is not available in the public domain. So commenting on that, it is not appropriate as of right now, but the ceasefire is accepted by the US president on certain things which is sent by the Iran through the broker Pakistan. Thank you.